Hello there and welcome to week 4 of Quality Mind blogging. So this week I want you to put yourself in the position of actually choosing the outcome that you want in any situation. How do you feel one way and yet act another way? This isn't about magic. This is about emotional intelligence, which is also called EQ. Now, one would think it would be EI, but EQ actually stands for emotional quotient, and we refer to emotional intelligence as EQ. Made up of 4 sections, which are self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and social skills. Now, you and I both know people who have none of those things, and we've seen people act and react in an argumentative way, in a blaming others way, in a not listening way, or even having emotional outbursts. These people are allowing external influences and factors to affect them, and they're not thinking through how they're going to manage their own emotional reaction to a situation. So let's look at our own emotional intelligence and some strategies about how we can actually start to take more control of our life. Number 1, the self-awareness is about your moods, your emotions, your drives, and your impact on others. How often do you actually give any thought to the impact you have on other people, and moreover, your behaviour has on other people? Who I am is one of the biggest first steps to understanding your own emotional intelligence. The second one is social awareness, and that is empathy and your emotional makeup in understanding where someone else is coming from. Or you might say walking in somebody else's shoes. Just a point of order there, don't walk for too long in someone else's shoes because you'll get blisters and they'll wonder what's happened to their shoes. The third is self-management, and that is controlling disruptive influences. So if something has happened that you react badly to, this is your ability to self-manage, to control your impulses and to think before action. Very powerful. And the fourth one is social skills, and that's where you can build networks, you can build friendships, you can find common ground with anybody at all. And that is a huge skill because you'll meet lots and lots of different people, both socially and in a business context. And it's important that actually you can link with them and find commonality. There are some questions that you need to ask yourself, and we all need to ask ourselves on a minute-by-minute basis when we're talking about emotional intelligence. And I'm just going to share some of those with you. And I want you to really give some thought to what they mean to you and how you could use them in your everyday life and interactions. So the first one is, what am I feeling right now? Nothing is singular, and every emotion will come with a variety of different emotions. So you need to be able to understand whether you're feeling happy or sad, enthusiastic or optimistic, downtrodden or downbeat, and equally what those emotions actually mean to you, and have that self-awareness about what that is doing to your mood and how that is affecting your emotions. The second question you need to ask yourself is, what is the other person feeling right now? Now, we can all second guess what somebody else is thinking or feeling. However, unless we actually ask them and take notice of them, how do we really know? Second guessing is never a good idea. The third question is, what can I do to control my emotions and reactions right now? So take a breath. Think about what's happening. Think about your action and reaction and your behaviour to a situation. How can I show genuine interest in the other person right now? Is question 4. How can I show genuine interest in the other person? Well, eye contact is the first thing. Switch off your mobile phone. Switch off your email. Actually engage with that person and have a conversation. Be interested in them. And then finally, how am I interpreting this specific task? Am I seeing it as difficult? Am I seeing it as easy? Why am I attaching a label to whatever this task is? It may or may not have any foundation. Reactions to unrelated issues can sometimes hamper our progress and our relationships. So, for example, if you've had a particularly bad morning and nothing really has gone the way you wanted it to, and then someone in your family or close family gives you a call and says, "Oh, I wonder if you could do me a favour and on the way home pick something up for me." At which point you snap and you say, "Absolutely not, go and do it yourself, I'm not your skivvy." And you hang up the phone, which I always think is interesting because we tend to use that hanging up the phone symbol when actually these days we'll be on a mobile and actually it should just be a press to hang up. But anyway, that's an aside, I digress. Why give someone else the power over your emotions and your actions or behaviours? Give yourself the opportunity to actually act and behave as you want to, so that you can choose the outcome that you want. Emotional intelligence is knowing how and when to react, how and when to respond, and don't forget, no response is also a response.